Welcome back, YouTubers, all you ladies and gentlemen out there. Back on Pumpkin episode 3. So in the last episode, we got the air tank mount almost finished. Started working on the 4-link bars. That one's finished. We've got that bolt on the upper control arm there that will not come out, which means we're going to have to cut it off. The one on the passenger side did come out, but it took a lot of persuading. And drilled and slotted rotors and pads came in today. Still waiting on parts. Then I've got to order the bolts for the 3-link back here. And now I've got to order bolts for the upper control arms and the lower control arms that hold the control arms to the spindle. There's that. But on this episode, we are going to pick up where we left off. We're going to put the fuel pump back in the tank. I believe we are done welding back here in the back. So we may decide to go ahead and start putting some of this back together. We may wait until we get all the bushings changed out. Let's see. On that note, we started working on cleaning up the upper control arm. And it's small enough it'll fit in the oven. So we may decide to powder coat that. I still have some orange left over from where we did the coolant tank. So that's on the list of possibilities. Oh, at some point we may try to fix that header where it's cracked. At some point, may or may not be this episode. And what else we got to do?
Fingers crossed the air compressor keeps on compressing.
Yep, as was mentioned in the last video, we ordered a new electric motor. We've rewired it. It seems to be helping, considering we rewired to a magnetic starter. And yeah, that seems to be prolonging that popping the thermal switch. Which that motor should be here Friday or Saturday. I ordered it yesterday afternoon, so I'm surprised it's going to get here that fast. Outside of that, I'm drawing a blank. This intro is getting kind of long. We're at 4 minutes, so we'll jump into it. So, tell the people what you found.
You need to double check your arms and your thread length, thread engagement.
So, essentially, found some very disturbing stuff. Enough that it's a safety concern that we're definitely going to have to fix. This is one of those situations where if the customer wasn't paying me for it and I seen this, I would fix it anyways. You agree with that statement?
Oh, 100%, 200%. That's got to be right.
So, Jensen marked these heim joints before they got pulled out. Yeah, let's just show you. Here's the one that he's been working on blasting. We're going to powder coat it. Here's the other one. That side's lined up. That side's definitely not lined up. Other than that, the rest of it perfectly lined up. So for one, this side of this control arm is shorter. And you see thread engagement on this one, or exposed threads here and exposed threads here. Let's go to this side first. That's all the thread. That was in that side. That's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's only 7 threads in there. And that's the good one.
Yeah.
So keep in mind, that's the good one. Here's the bad one. That's all that was holding that one in. That's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threads. 5 threads on that one. Yeah, that's not cool. I mean, you're talking a 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch of threads. Where you at? 1/4 inch of thread on that bad one. Right there. And here's the new heim joints. They have a grease fitting on them. And they are the same length. We can't have that. Sorry. We got to fix this one. So right now we're contemplating how we want to fix it. Do we want to make new control arms, or do we want to cut these and modify these? If we cut these, there's 2 ways we're thinking about doing it. We'll either come right behind the threads, cut and add, or we'll jig this up, cut here, move these back. Move them back this way. And that'll give us more thread engagement. And if we move them back, we may decide to bend new tubes and weld them, or I don't know, we'll see. But yeah. Didn't get a video or picture of it with the camera, with the DJI camera, but we did get a couple snapshots with the cell phone. So I'm gonna put them up right here and get to see what we're doing with the compressors. The bracket that you see is not bent, has not been finished yet. It's just, it was for test purposes only. And we're going to cut the other one out here in just a second and get it cleaned up, and then we'll get that bent up, and then we'll run some dimple dies in this thing too. Didn't get a whole lot. We really didn't video anything tonight. And it's what, 10, right, 11 o'clock. And yeah, it's some of that very nitpick stuff that I know you guys are gonna get bored watching. I know I would get bored watching it. Some of you might enjoy it, but hey. I got the other ones over there already. We're only doing the 3/4 and 1/2 inch on those. I would like to get another set though, a bigger set. Not necessarily. Depends on material thickness. All right, we'll set the camera up and run these dimple dies and bend it on the brake. Keep watching. Looks like that's going to do it for all the welding on this truck that we can see at the moment. So yeah, we'll unhook this jumper ground clamp and call it done. This is crazy. Is that one of the original bolts? I was gonna say, if we're gonna have that much problem getting in, let's put one of the old bolts back in it. Sounds about right as I go to grab a punch. That's my thought. If we're fighting with it that much, unless you really want to go in there and we'll go ahead and cut that thing out, the tip. Yeah. Yeah. Need to try and push the exhaust down some more. I got washers. I ordered some too. So we can put washers on both ends of that bolt if you want. I can see it now. Them motherfuckers talk shit about me, but look at this. I mean, out of everything that we found, come on. Hey, where'd that real long new bolt go? Okay. I'll put it back. much rust. Sunday evening. Tomorrow is Memorial Day. And fuel tank's back in. Here's the remnants of the control arms. And our jig to make some new ones for the truck. And what you guys will possibly see in the future on another channel is something we're kind of working on behind the scenes. And kind of got something to do with what we're doing over here. We have decided to jump on board with Mini Garage to help out their giveaway build for I think it was Cruise to the Pines show. But yeah, so they're gonna be getting the transmission cross member, the disc brake swap kit, and might throw in a little extra goodies for them as well. But back to pumpkin. As you guys can see, we've been out here making a little mess. A little while ago, the bike was covered in orange. Camera makes them look red. There we go. That angle looks orange. So we're powder coating the air tank brackets, air tank straps, however you want to look at it. We got the air tank bracket in place. We have somewhat painted the back end of the frame here. Didn't paint all of it yet. Still waiting on bolts for the 3-link to come in. We got air compressor brackets put on. And what else are we waiting on? What else are we waiting on to come in? New serpentine belt tensioner. Waiting for the mandrel to come in for the riv nut gun, which is over there in the toolbox. Ordered the 832 bolts, ordered 832 riv nuts. They came in yesterday, and a little while ago I realized, hey dummy, you don't have the 832 mandrel. So I had to order that. That should be here Tuesday. We got parts coming from Rock Auto, which is, like I said, the belt tensioner up front. We got parts coming from everywhere else. They should be here sometime this week. With this being a holiday week, there's no telling when they'll actually show up. So yeah. But we'll get back to it. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this episode here. Didn't mean for the video to be this long. We're looking, 40 minutes? A little more, plus this outro. Sorry if the outro here looks a little different than the camera. I'm using the phone this time. Jensen's in there working, and he's got the regular DJI camera rolling. So, yeah. It seems like we didn't get a whole lot done in this episode, but we kind of did. And again, we're still waiting on parts, and I don't know when it's supposed to come, when the rest of it's supposed to come in. I know with yesterday being Memorial Day and a holiday, we ran into some issues there. And the bolts were supposed to show up today. They never got delivered. We had to order the heim joint weld bungs. They're supposed to be here tomorrow, but last I looked, they hadn't even shipped. So yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get them tomorrow. It's been a constant one thing after another, one thing after another, one thing after another. I don't know if, from what the owner said, it's the curse of the truck, or you know, it's just strings of bad luck here. But regardless, we're going to have this thing on point when it goes to leave here. So on a good note, the truck is finally going back together. We got the control arms completely cut apart to rebuild those. Yeah. We were going to try and reuse the weld bungs. That was a no-go. I don't know what they did, but they're messed up. It's like they put the weld bung inside of a tube and then took it and put it inside the control arm tube. Made no sense at all. At that point, we just decided that it was better off just buy some. All right. Yeah. As you guys saw earlier in the video, we are, talking about coming up with a sponsorship for Mini Garage on their giveaway truck. So check that out. I believe it's like $1 for a ticket or something like that. There's also a website that are doing selling posters or something. But anyways, go check that out on that website, the Mini Garage website. And I believe they probably got the information up there on how to win. You don't have to be present to win, but you got to pick it up by a certain day, and I think it's Idaho or something. Don't quote me. But it's all you guys from the eastern side of the U.S. If you want to get a Mazda that's bagged on 22s, that's bodied, there you go. So yeah, I gotta quit saying so much. Always saying it. Sorry about that. But we're gonna get back to work, and we'll catch you guys next time. Keep doing work.